won the starting job in high school because of injury, again in college because of injury. Did any of those situations prepare you for this situation because it is such a unique one?
I mean, I guess you could say so in some standpoint. I mean, I don't know about if it's taking over or winning the starting role. If that's what you're getting at, but it's definitely prepared me to, when somebody goes down, to step up and do my job and help my team win.
What stands out about the Ravens? Obviously, statistically, might be the best defense you've seen. So
yeah, appreciate it. The Ravens are great. It's a great defense. Probably one of the better defenses we played thus far this season. They're great up front. They've got some big time guys on the edge. It's a challenge we're looking forward to. Yeah, he's a veteran that's been doing well in this league for a long time. We're going to treat him like we do any other guy, but we know he's there. We know his success, and we respect him. But we're just going to run our offense as we always do.
Tony will be active, we anticipate, on Sunday. Does that make it any different for you? Does he have any different role as a number 2 quarterback versus a guy that's standing over there not active?
No, not for me. I mean, I go in there and I worry about my game plan and just, as I said, do whatever I can do to give this team a chance to win. And I'm sure Tony's going to be right there helping me as he's done all year long.
What's the best piece of advice you received from Tony?
There's so much. I mean, everything. I really can't pinpoint one statement or so.
Talk about the confidence that you've had throughout this whole process. Would it a win against Pittsburgh the way you did it, coming up to this one?
It was great for this team. Everybody played a part in that win, of not blinking, of not thinking that we were out of the game, and just playing each play one at a time. Not worried about the score, and just we had that last possession to go and win the game, and the offense did what they needed to do, and the defense came back out once again and finished them off for a couple of plays. That was a great team victory.
Statistically, you talked about how good the Ravens defense is. As you looked at them on film, something stuck out. What's different about them? Why are they so good?
They have great players. I mean, they don't do anything, I would say, just difficult from the schematic standpoint, but they have great players. They keep everything in front of them, try to make you get impatient, and that's when the guys start making mistakes. So it's just about us just running our offense.
Can you explain more pressure on the passing game because the Ravens is so good?
I mean, we'll see. We'll game plan. We'll be prepared for whatever they want to throw at us.
Dak, has this been awkward at all to be in the middle of something versus become sort of passionate?
No, not at all. I mean, I don't get awkward in any situation, for one. And two, it's so much to worry about within this game plan, within this offense that that's all my worries are for.
So did he make it easier for you? Because normally situations like that, historically in NFL teams, it's been challenging.
I mean, nobody's made this situation hard or anything. I mean, everybody's done a good job of just avoiding the outside distraction, worrying about this locker room, who's playing, what's going on, what can help this team win each Sunday.
Did you make it a point to pull up the video of Tony's statement, or did you just read about it? Or
I really just read about it. I kind of stayed off Twitter knowing it was happening and read about it.
You haven't seen it?
I mean, I've watched pieces of it. I haven't watched the whole thing.
What'd you think?
I mean, you guys said it all. It was emotional. It was heartfelt. It was sincere. I mean, it's a guy that loves what he does, loves this team, getting up there and speaking.
Here with Joe Flacco. And Joe, I want to rewind to the Cleveland Browns game. 30 of 41, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns. Really started clicking for you in the second half. Is this a turning point for this offense?
Well, it's tough to label it as that. We have a lot of work to do, and we were able to make some things click there in that game. But this is a whole other animal. These guys going into Dallas playing, a very good football team that has a lot of confidence, and we just have to continue to get better and try to translate, try to take some of the things that we did well in that game and make sure they continue to carry over for the rest of the season.
Now, you were having fun in that Cleveland Browns game, no? You were on the sideline. You were making fun of yourself. Who's the guy throwing 2 picks, doing the mannequin challenge? What's that balance like between having fun and being critical of mistakes?
Well, hey, I mean, I'm very critical of myself when that stuff happens, and wasn't happy with it. But it's my job to move on and continue to lead the team in a positive way. And when you're the quarterback and you make a couple mistakes, it's a lonely position to play. So you got to do the best you can and go out there and just play within yourself and give your guys chances to make plays and chances to make you look good. And we just haven't had very many games like that, and it didn't look like it was going to turn out like that. So to be able to be in the fourth quarter and be up a few scores was definitely a little bit nice. And like I said, it hasn't been familiar with us. So we just have to continue to push. And we know we're going to have to play 60 minutes the most of our games, but it was nice to enjoy 5 or 6 minutes in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, now this team hit a rough patch in October, losing 4 consecutive games. Your leadership role, arguably the most important it's been in your career. Talk to me about your message to the guys in the locker room.
Well, listen, it's tough, because you have a lot of young guys, and the last thing you want them to do is get used to losing football. You want to bring those guys up in a culture where they know nothing but winning, because that's how you translate wins in 1 year to the next year and the next year and the next year. You got to bring these guys up in a winning way. And I think the biggest thing for myself and some of the veteran guys was just to show that confidence and continue to go out there. And when we showed up in the building, go out and attack practice just like we always have, and get across that message the best we can. And the only way I know is to just come in here and work and do it on a consistent basis, no matter what the outcome was the week before. And I think we're starting to come out of that a little bit. I think guys are starting to understand that. And listen, it's a long year, and a lot of teams are going through some stuff right now, especially in our division. So it's up for grabs, and we got to just continue to keep, a focused mindset and get after it.
Now, you mentioned the division. You guys are sitting on top of the AFC North right now. Pittsburgh Steelers have lost 4 in a row. The Bengals are 3-5-1. And the Browns, well, they're the Browns. But when you look around the division, are you surprised that teams are struggling as much as they are?
A little bit.